Mr. Nara Lokesh, the HRD Minister for Andhra Pradesh. Thank you for speaking to Times Television Network. And of course, you all are veterans here at Davos as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, and more importantly, Chandrababu Naidu, sir. But I would like to ask you a very important question, talking about, how your chief minister has always functioned as a CEO. And that's exactly how you're taking your state forward, even here on the global stage. So how do you assess in terms of your recent economic policies that are trying to align, and how you're driving the investments to Andhra Pradesh?
I mean, this Davos is a comeback Davos for Andhra Pradesh. It was a clear message that Andhra is now ready to do business all over again. Last 5 years was a bad dream for us, to be honest. And if you look at all the policies that we have come out, I mean, we've landed amazing investments in the first 7 months of our governance. I mean, very young government, amazing investments have come in. I mean, one project is almost $20 billion. It's a steel city in making, a data city in making, a refinery has come, a green hydrogen city in making. So it's not small investments. These are massive investments that will create massive new jobs in sectors that India has never seen. So Andhra Pradesh in that sense is leading from the front. We're not just sticking to traditional sectors, but innovating and creating amazing policies to attract new investments in sectors where other states are really not competing with us.
The question here is there any more new policies that are going to come forward just with respect to, right after this Davos, where you think that you will have to probably change to align with certain kind of investments where you can attract? Is there something that you're thinking about?
No, I don't see any need to change our policies because these are all very young policies. We are focusing on implementing it and giving out all the guidelines. But saying that, there are going to be other policies which are dated, which we'll have to revisit, which are 5-7 years old. Those are policies we'll revisit, but then you'll see them as part of our announcement. We don't want to give our competitive advantage that easy just yet.
Okay, and finally, as far as investment goes, what is the focus sectors that you are talking about? Because we see you have focused largely, especially on hydrogen projects that you're talking about, or for that matter, renewable energy. Now, that's been your biggest strength.
See, Andhra Pradesh being one of the youngest states in India, capitalist states, we've always taken a stand that we'll have one capital but decentralized development. That's where each district had a focused thematic approach. So we have districts which is automotive mobility capital, we have districts which are renewable energy capital, we have districts which are the aqua capitals, a district which is CBG capital, electronics manufacturing capital, petrochemical capital, pharma capital. So, I mean, it's very clear that each district will have a very focused thematic approach based on the local resources. And then we are tuning the entire education system in that district to focus on those sectors. Because, kids really want to be there and they want to, be closer to their parents, but work. So I think this kind of approach or ecosystem building approach will truly transform Andhra Pradesh, and I believe that's the way India should also lead from the front.
One last question to you. We see, how Chandrababu Naidu sir was talking about back in the 90s, it was the IT, and now it is the AI. And talking about it, he did speak about a collaboration with Bill Gates, Mr. Bill Gates, right, in terms of AI university. Now, that's very big as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned.
No, we're looking at AI in agriculture, we're looking at AI in healthcare, we're looking at AI in GovTech. I mean, AI is fundamentally going to transform.
What does this collaboration mean to you?
Well, wait for 3 months and we will announce it to the world.
Well, thank you, Mr. Nara Lokesh, for speaking to us.